What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be viewing a Roblox true story here. This is the Zoe Basil story. Now, Roblox has actually dropped two stories last night on their Roblox YouTube channel. Now, I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to rewatch this, or if you really don't want to watch it with me, you have the opportunity to watch it on your very own. But I will tell you this, I scrolled down to the comment section before I actually watched the video, and I'm going to tell you that I saw nothing but heartfelt comments in this. So that means this is going to be a touching story. This is going to be a heartfelt story, and this isn't going to be something that is viewable as a funny story or something that's scary. So that's just, something to get off the chest, that this is not going to be a laughing reaction type of video. This isn't going to be a spooky, jump scaring type of video. This is a actual story being told. Now, I definitely want to shout out Roblox just for doing this type of, stuff. They've been doing so well on the platform, updating a lot of interfaces and everything, doing these individual stories, hosting all of these events, reaching out to artists and celebrities around the world, landing in stock news. It's just a great ride right now that Roblox is on. And I'm just, amazed to be a part of this ride, this journey of Roblox. So, before we actually do this, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe right now to the channel if you guys are new. Drop a like on this video and also hit that share button as well. That's all I'm asking of you guys. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. And thank you all for joining me on this journey of mine. Here we go. The Zoe Basil story.
In a way, Roblox has always just been to me almost like this background force and binding.
I'm going to pause it right there. As you guys can see, what she's holding in her hand, it kind of looks similar to the setup that we have when we are customizing our avatars. If you guys have ever changed your skin tone color, look at this right here and tell me this doesn't look exactly like that. Now in Roblox, obviously the circles are a big difference, but this still looks like the color setup when you're choosing your, avatar designs and everything like that. So that's something I just wanted to point out right there.
My name is Zoe Basil. I'm 20 years old, and I make games on Roblox. We're working on Adopt Me, which is this really cute pet game where you can adopt a pet and take care of it.
So we just found out that Zoe is a programmer for Adopt Me, ladies and gentlemen. So she helped create Adopt Me. That is amazing. Now, Adopt Me is a very popular game here on the platform, and you guys know exactly what this game is. Most of you here on the channel have played it several times, and you have been a part of those crazy shutdowns when Roblox, can't function when these updates come for Adopt Me. But you guys can honestly see the hype level behind Adopt Me, and you guys have been a part of that wave of Adopt Me ever since I, started out here on the platform. And even before I came on this platform, most of you guys have probably been playing Adopt Me for a very long time. So, in case you didn't know, now you know who has helped create Adopt Me. So huge shout outs to Zoe Basil.
There's more kids playing Adopt Me than there are, like, in the state of Utah. Probably. I don't know. Okay, don't fact check me on that. I know at least in Salt Lake, it does feel really fulfilling.
Now, I kind of want to stop it right here because this is her setup right now. So as you guys can see, she has the microphone, she has two keyboards right there, she has a mouse, and she also have dual monitors. So that's something that you guys might want to invest in, some dual monitors. If you are really a gamer, a streamer, or a content creator, double screens will definitely help out a lot because on one screen you can either play the game and then on the other screen you can watch your live stream, and reply faster to people, or you could just, test out a experience of using dual screens while playing, make your image larger and everything like that. So this is such a great setup. This is something that I plan on getting in the future with my very own setup.
Feeling to work on such a game that kids love so much and that brings a lot of joy. For me, Roblox has always been, I guess, like the scaffolding to the experiences which have led me to be here I am.
This is Aiden. He's 3.5. Aiden, tell yourself some good advice. What?
I was silly. I was goofy. I liked really being in my head and being like really imaginative.
So, right then and there, ladies and gentlemen, without me rubbing it in, you know exactly what has happened. Zoe was once Aiden. So, as you guys can see, there has been a change in this person's life. And I just want to say, this is amazing that she could sit here in front of her camera and tell her personal story to the world. Not many people have the courage, the strength, the willpower to do this. So the fact that she's pulling this off for us in the Roblox community and for others in the world, it's amazing right now. So another huge shout out to Zoe Basil for telling her story to us. Thank you very much.
I sort of came into Roblox. I had a friend at school come up to me one day and tell me about it and told me how cool it was.
So another pause because this what she just said right now is very relatable. In my personal story, ladies and gentlemen, I was introduced to Roblox by watching another YouTuber. So back in the day, when I started Roblox back in 2017, I used to watch, well, I still currently watch him, but back then I used to watch crazy amounts of gaming with Kev. Like when he started, or when I started watching his channel, shall I say, he was doing sketches, like little funny comedy sketches or whatever. He was doing GTA stuff, he was doing vlogs, and then he transitioned into Roblox. And I'm watching and I'm like, what is this game? And then one day I see the logo, the R logo on a computer screen at my father's job. Now, my dad, he worked downtown. He had this big office building, and basically, it was a federal building. You had all different types of, companies inside of this one building, everybody working inside of this one tall building in downtown Manhattan. So, this was my freshman year of college, and I would go to his job whenever I had a lunch break or whenever he had a break in the day to where he could just relax. I'll come over there, hang out, eat some food with him. We get some laughs and everything like that. It was, father son time. And this was amazing. It was just me and him against the world during our lunch periods. So I used to go to the conference room inside of his job and I would sit there, and he's sitting in front of his computer. I'm in front, of thousands of other computers. And I'm just looking on the screens and I see Roblox on there. But at the same exact time, I'm not knowing that this was actually Roblox. So I'm watching Gaming with Kev. He's playing Roblox, and then I'm looking at the logo, and then I see it on this computer at my father's job, and I'm just like, "What is this?" So I press it, and I, start to load it up, and my dad was just like, "Shouldn't you be returning, to school for class or whatever?" So then I end up closing it down, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm like, "What is this game that this YouTuber is playing?" So then I'm typing it in YouTube. I type in Roblox, and I discovered Funny and the Crew. So I started watching their videos. I'm watching Gaming with Kev videos. I'm watching Jones Got Game videos. I started watching who else was this? What's his name? Seniac. I used to watch him. I used to watch Sean the Flying Midget. He made videos based off of Theme Park Tycoon 2. So let me tell you, when I started out Roblox, there were only three games that I would play: Fart Attack, Weightlifting Simulator 2, and Theme Park Tycoon 2. Those were the only three games that I would play. But these YouTubers, they were playing tycoons, they were playing simulators, they were playing role playing games, they were playing so many games, and I just had to get a part of this. So my nephews, one day, they were also playing, and I'm like, "You guys know about Roblox?" So then we all just started playing, and from there on, I said, "You know what? This is something that I love. This is something that I want to share with other people." So I started telling my friends, and my friends started to tell me, "Isn't Roblox for kids? Why you're playing a children's game?" So at that point, I knew not everybody is going to understand, not everybody's going to share the same interests, you know? So then I'm like, okay, let me just, stay local. Let me play with my nephews. Let's enjoy the game and everything like that. And that's where my journey started, And then I noticed that these guys were making money off of YouTube playing games, doing what they love. And that is what truly inspired me to start a YouTube channel. So that's my little backstory right there. What about your story, ladies and gentlemen? What brought you to the Roblox platform? If you could answer that in the comment section, I would appreciate that. If you want to tell your own personal story in the comment section, you can do that. I might actually make a small video where I'm reading off your comments and your reactions to this video right here. If you guys want to tell your own personal stories, let me know in the comment section and I'll read it off in a video reacting to your comments. So back to this Zoe Basil story.
So I went home and I found it. It just seemed so.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at the layout of Roblox. How old is this layout right here? So I want to play it back and just try to
It
pause it at that
was.
moment.
So I went home and I found it. It just.
Look at this layout, ladies and gentlemen, of Roblox. Wow. If you guys have been on Roblox longer than me, longer than the year 2017, let me know exactly what year do you think this layout is. Look how crazy this is. This is like a start out. Would you say this is like early 2006, 2008 maybe? Look at this front page. It says My Roblox, then you have a Games tab, catalog, got a People's tag, you got the Builders Club tab, the forum, the news, parents, and then help. You also still have ads up here as well, as you guys can see. Sign up and play here. There's something over here. And then you got Roblox Virtual Play World. Roblox is free. Build your personal place, meet new friends online, battle in brick arenas. Kids safe. This website is Copa. I don't know what the rest of that says. compliant. Parents, click here. You got some more ads, and then you got some games down here. This setup looks crazy, bro.
Just seemed so open and explorable.
Look at all of these games. Look at hide and seek, sword fight on the heights. It tells you when it was updated. It tells you who created it. So this is Telemon. He created this. You have Raven Shield who created this. You can see how many times it was favorited and how many times it was played and how many current players are actually playing the game.
Well, so much opportunity for creativity.
Yeah, you could tell this got to be old. This is amazing. It looks weird, but it looks amazing. You can see how far Roblox has actually come because look at the bodies right here as you guys can see. There's like bricks right here. This looks like Legos. And then you can see the entire base plant. This is all just one particular, setup. This is how all the games started out here in Roblox as base plants before they started, implementing grass and the sky and water, running, rushing water and everything like that, lava, all of that stuff. This is how Roblox originally started. This setup right here. This looks crazy, bro. Super
I
generic.
had a lot of fun, and so I think that was a little bit sort of before my parents ended up splitting up. When the economy crashed, my parents got divorced. We ended up moving to Utah.
Mm.
All those friends that I had nearby, I didn't really have anyone anymore.
That's another thing that we all go through, ladies and gentlemen. When we move, we leave behind so many memories, so many friends, even some family members we leave behind. But as life goes on, there is going to come a time where you have to move on. You got to leave all that stuff behind, start over and start from scratch. Like right now, I'm in the same situation. Me transitioning from New York to now moving out here, living in Florida. The transition was crazy. I'm still a, full-fledged New Yorker, but now I'm out here in Florida. Things are different, the weather are different, people are different, the neighborhoods are different, everything is different. But the one thing that I'm missing is a lot of friends here in Florida. I have nobody out here. I have not made any connections. I haven't seen anybody my age who I should connect with, but life is still going on no matter what. I'm not letting me having no friends out here slow me down. I'm not letting the terrain and everything get me. No matter where I go in this world, I still have a engine to keep going, to keep excelling forward and everything like that. So I just wanted to say that. I know I was coughing and everything like that in the middle of that. I apologize for that. Watching something like this, it does kind of choke you up a little bit, especially with this type of story that's being told.
One of the first ways that I connected with people is by telling them about Roblox and getting them to play Roblox. I guess at first I was never really making games. I was always kind of just experimenting or messing around. But eventually I stumbled upon this video series by this guy, Stickmaster Luke.
So, as she was saying, telling people about Roblox, as I was stumbling upon that thought, um, it's going to be kind of hard to tell people, Roblox is a fun, amazing game. You should come try it, because we grow up around different crowds of people. You have the in crowd, you have the, who's going to be famous in 5 years type of crowd and everything like that. And then you have, nerds and people that play video games all day, you know? And there's not many of us that are willing to, just come out and just like just say, I love Roblox. I love playing. There's not many of us that are proud enough to say I'm a Robloxian. I'm a nerd. I'm a gamer. We always have to hide behind these walls because of these people that judge us and everything like that. So it's crazy that we live in times like this, but I'm glad that she was able to, tell people about this and then get fully immersed within the Roblox platform. She's creating things, she's having fun, she's making friends here in the platform, and she's just having such a great time. And that's awesome. And that's also another thing that I kind of wanted to say. This platform, it opens up doors for everyone. It accepts you for who you are. Even though there are certain particular players here that believe in cyberbullying and, not following rules and everything like that and regulations, there are certain players that do exist in a platform like that, and it kind of sucks. But individuals such as Zoe Basil, it's very hard to come by. So I would definitely say, if you do come across a friend like this, definitely make sure you have a special place in your heart for them and keep them close, because you don't want something to, happen one day and that cause you guys to go astray and everything like that.
Hello everyone, this is Stigmaster Luke, and in this
And I
video,
watched those when I was 12.
so if I double click this, creates
So this is also something that parents need to know about the Roblox platform as well. It's not just a platform for gaming. As you guys can see, she was watching this and she was learning. So this was a lesson that was being taught to her from a gaming standpoint. And she's taking this knowledge and applying it to herself. And then she decided, you know what, I can do the same exact thing. I can create something here on the platform. And that's amazing. When you think about Roblox, you don't think that this would have been the type of gaming platform that would have had all of these capabilities. Roblox is allowing us to be YouTubers and tell stories and play games, record, celebrate, imagination coming to life with Roblox. And that's their slogan, empowering imagination. You could be anything you want to be inside of Roblox. And she chose to be a programmer. She chose to be a developer. You could be anything in the Roblox platform. You want to be a player? Be a player. You want to be a developer? Start working on some games and creating maps and everything like that. You want to be a Roblox YouTuber? Start a YouTube channel and start recording Roblox content. Be whoever you want to be. Do whatever you want to do.
a part right where my camera
And
is.
then I was like, oh.
It's lacking lights, so let's use dynamic lighting.
And then I got it. And then I started making stuff. Early on, I just really liked learning. I think also another important thing was I never finished anything ever, which meant that I was always only doing the thing which was brand new and right in my face and very exciting. And as soon as I got bored from it, I moved to the next thing, which allowed me to gain a lot of knowledge very quickly, which was really fun, but also didn't finish things.
So, as I was talking about how Roblox originally started, as you guys saw those series of different games being displayed, you saw the evolution of Roblox changing over the years, and that was crazy. Looking at that Ninja Wizard simulator, it looked way different from that base plant game that we saw her working on. So that's crazy right there. Looking at the evolution of Roblox right in front of you.
first time I went to a Roblox event,
Welcome everybody.
it was really exciting.
We have people here from all around the world.
In a way, it was almost like I was among my.
So if you ever seen those letters RGC and you never knew exactly what it was, now you do. That's Roblox Game Conference.
Tribe. I remember my dad was talking to Dave Bazuki. I was like, that is so cool. I just remember being very like excited. I guess I always sort of felt different. Being younger, it's not something like you think, I want to be a girl. It's like you just don't feel like your right self.
So that just brought up like a good point. When you're young, you don't know exactly, you know? Sometimes it just happens and we don't know why these things happen, you know? But it's up to us to make the ultimate decision in our lives and how it's going to affect us moving forward. So she in the beginning have always felt like she was different. She kind of felt insecure, like she didn't belong. She felt like something was, missing. And she just wanted to fit in, you know? And her being Aiden in the beginning half of her life, it just wasn't cutting it. So, as you guys can see, years later, she becomes Zoe. Now, the hard part about that coming out and transitioning is always worrying about acceptance in the world. Will I be accepted by my friends? Will I be accepted by my parents? Will people judge me? And that's something that we often have to think about moving forward. So, the Roblox headquarters, as you guys can see, it's in California. I have never been there, but I do plan on, going or at least getting invited to the headquarters someday in the future. That is on my list that I currently create. I don't call it a bucket list, I just call it a list, but it's definitely listed on there along with the Google headquarters. I believe they're stationed in California as well. So I want to go see both. I want to go get invited to both.
Welcome everyone. It's amazing to see you all.
I guess it felt really comfortable. It felt like I kind of had like a place where I could really just be myself, I guess. I think that experience that I had moving away and living by myself and being with all those friends that I met through Roblox and working with them on projects and hanging out with them, it kind of made me realize that like it was like reasonable and achievable to kind of like, I guess, try and be like a different gender.
So at this program that she was invited to, she was able to meet some of the actual friends that she has made here in the Roblox platform. That is amazing. I would love to meet some of you guys. I know I'm way older and it's probably like weird to meet, younger fans or people that resemble a younger version of myself, but that is definitely something that I want to do. I want to be able to meet some of you guys, wherever you are in the world. I really want to do that someday. I mean, I don't know how rare of a chance it would be for you guys to meet me, but it'd be awesome, just to at least shake one of your hands and just say, "What's up?" you know?
I only told my mom at first, and I think that she was concerned, like any parent. I think she didn't really understand why I felt like that.
As the great song goes, ladies and gentlemen, parents just don't understand, you know? No matter what age we are, parents won't fully understand our stories unless we sit down and we tell them. So now she has to, tell her mom, tell her dad, what's been going on, what's her situation, and she has to tell her story to them first before she comes out to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because that acceptance is going to start with your creators, the people that made you.
I think that that was from a place of parental concern and love, but it's still hard because you feel like you're all alone in that capacity. And no crying.
As I said in the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, this is the hardest part, being able to sit here and tell your story without getting emotional, The hardest part is telling your parents, you know what, I want to be this, I want to be that. And a lot of parents aren't going to understand. There is a rarity when it comes down to parents understanding. I grew up with parents that didn't understand why I behaved a certain way in school, why I'd done things, But all it took was for me to sit down and tell my parents, listen, I had a problem doing this, I had a problem doing that. And we came up with a solution. But at the end of the day, it was just good to, finally get it off of my chest and say it to my parents face to face. It wasn't something that I wrote down in a letter. I didn't run away from home. I sat there and I told them what I was going through, and they were able to try and assist me any way possible. So that's something for you guys to think about.
No crying. Um, this isn't even that dramatic. um, and you can feel really lonely, especially with people you really trust, like your parents. And it's this really kind of like mutually painful experience where you have to kind of like accept the mutual trauma of feeling like you made your parents disappointed in you and upset, and your parents having to cope with some sort of sense of loss, I guess, with some idea of their child that they had, which wasn't entirely accurate or just wasn't fully realized.
One thing that she is saying right now is basically how movies depict our current situations. There's often in films where there is a situation where someone, you know, was originally something and then they, changed into something else. And the parents often in the movies, like so often, they overreact, they, banish their child from their lives and everything like that. They don't want to hear their stories, they're ashamed of them and everything like that. And it kind of sucks, but the reality is, like I said, there are going to be some parents out there that may not understand, that may not want to hear your story, but you got to just listen. I'm going to tell you my story anyway, and I don't give a damn what you got to say. You're going to listen to me and you're going to listen to my words. I'm a female now. And that's how it is, you know? I wasn't comfortable in my own skin, but now I feel comfortable. I feel like I belong. This is who I am. This is what I want to be, you know? And the fact that she was able to tell her parents and her parents didn't, shut the door, that's amazing. That's very hard to find.